अच्छा, ठीक नहीं होता है। अच्छा, यस। हरि ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम नमोस्तुते व्यास विशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दाय तपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैलपूर्णा प्रज्वलितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुर्मूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुर्पदम् मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरोः कृपा। ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। कृष्ण भगवान की जय। गीता महारानी की जय। हरि ओम। क्या बात, आजकल कोई जल्दी आते नहीं। हम देरी करना चाहिए क्या? कोई नहीं आते हैं। Yesterday we saw the Srimad Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter 3rd sloka. न रूपम अस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च संप्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असंगशस्त्रेण दृढ़ेन चित्वा। First of all, we saw adhasthodvam prasuta. In the first sloka he says urdhva moolam adhasakham aswatham prahuram vyam chandansi yasya parnani yastam veda savedavit. He said the people tree whose roots are above, foliage is downward, and one who knows this tree in its proper form, he is the knower of the Vedas. Okay. Secondly, he said, adhaschordha prasudhastasya sakha guna praruddha visaya pravalaha adhascha mulan anusantataani karmanubandhini manusya loke. Again, just opposite he said. This is how always we see the philosophical explanations. Now he says it is one, then next time he will say it is many. not one. Now the magician will show you the head of the coin, and just after a second you see the tail. You have to understand it is only one coin. So this is how we have to understand. Philosophically, it is the language. The philosophical language is like this only. It appears to be contradictory to each other, but it is not so. From different angles it is seen differently. Always we have to keep this in mind. Nothing is contradictory. Now he says, गया ये देखो, उसको बंद कर दो यार. क्या होता है ये? इसको रख दो इधर ही. So now he says, in the second sloka he says, adhaschordhvam prasutastasya sakha. The branches are spread upward and downward both. And adhascha mula, its different roots are spread downward, just opposite. From different angle of vision it appears different. Again it goes. फिर आ रहा है. अच्छा. So now he says, न रूपम अस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च संप्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असंगशस्त्रेण दृढ़ेन चित्वा. This tree is well rooted, firmly rooted. It is very difficult to root it out. But it has got no beginning, no end, no establishment, foundation anywhere, anything. So it has no beginning, no end. It has got no the establishment as such. Nothing is known about it. And yet you have to cut it out. This is the philosophical language. We have to understand it. So he means to say, this world tree, this world is not real. Indirectly or directly, by every sense, from every angle, it is the truth. There is no world. We have assumed it. So the moment you have taken it for granted that world is there, then how it is? If it is there, then how it is? The grandma tells this story to the grandchild. The child is not getting sleep. Grandma, please tell me a story, or else I am not going to sleep. Tell me a story. So he will tell the story of a ghost who is not at all there. And whatever he says, whatever she says, the child will go on concocting some ideas, some sketches in his mind. The ghost will have 3 eyes, or some eyes behind its head, and some are in the stomach also, and its head will be so big, and the nails will be so big. In that way, some ideas it will it will have in the mind, which is not at all there. This world tree is not at all found anywhere as something, but we have taken it for granted that world is there. So if it is there, then it is based on the absolute truth only. Because truth is there. When we are unable to see the truth, somehow it is covered up, then you have to find out the reason, where is it, how it is, what it is, how it is started, how long it will go on. All these we have to give some answers. You see, when the question is put, it will have some nature. Some type of questions we put. And the answer will be according to the nature of the question. Somebody asked, the teacher asks the students, my dear students, hear me attentively. You see, the Madras mail runs at the speed of 100 kilometers per hour. What is my age? Come on. What is my age? The question has no relationship with the answer. The answer is, your age is 50. Guruji, your age is 50. The student says, oh, you are right. You are right. How did you know? Because my elder brother is half crack. And his age is 25. So you must be 50. You are sure to be 50 because you are full man. This is how the answer will be suitable. It will be similar to the nature of the question. So he says, see, na rupa masyeha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadirna cha sampratishta asvattamenam suvirudamulam asanga sastrena nridena chitva. It has got very deep esoteric meaning. We have to understand, or else Lord Krishna will not tell like this. He is not a half crack. He is of course full. He is full. Or else he will not tell like this. कालू माफ कर देना भाई. अरे यार, he says it's a form is not perceived here as such. What is he telling? It is not perceived as such. Neither its end, nor its origin, nor its foundation, nor resting place. Having cut asunder this firmly rooted people tree with the strong acts of non-attachment, having cut asunder this firmly rooted people tree with the strong acts of non-attachment, and having cut कह करके it is half sentence. The rest of the sentence will be fulfilled in the fourth stanza. Now we shall see how is this tree and how to cut it down from its root. The idea is continued in the next verse. The idea will be continued in next fourth verse. So long as one is under the sway of ignorance, just as the child hearing the story from the grandma, as long as one is under the sway of ignorance, he cannot understand the form of this tree, its end, origin and foundation, means middle state. O Arjuna, thou may perhaps consider that such a huge tree cannot be uprooted by any means whatsoever. It is not so. It is not so. However firmly rooted it may be, it can be cut by the powerful acts of non-attachment or dispersion within the twinkling of an eye. The child is terrified by the story of terrific ghost. Now it is very much afraid, terrified, and it will close its eyes and it will not get sleep. So the grandma has to console it. My dear child, it is just I told some concurrent story, something. Actually that ghost has not come yet. It is wandering in the jungle only. It has not come. It is not at the gate. So go to sleep. If this is assured to the child, then it will go to sleep. This is how Lord Krishna is assuring, patting Arjuna's back. My dear, don't be terrified.
Foundation, how is the foundation in the middle? वो लिखा है ना ब्रैकेट में मिडिल.
अरे foundation means middle means foundation. It's a statement where it stands. Foundation stands in the middle. It has no beginning, no end. So is there any middle? That's why that is also negated here. So after cutting this tree, you will have to look within. After cutting this tree, you will have to look within. Meditate on this self and behold the Supreme only. Because this tree is not perceived as such here. So you have to search for it within the heart. Why? Because its root is above and also its root is downward. If the body is there, if you accept the body, then the heart is inside. So its root will be downward. If you think it is God, the supreme truth which is within the heart, then it is all pervading, so it is upward also. Anyway, it can be twisted because it is not there. Anything you can talk over it. The ghost may have 3 eyes. If you say, no, 15 eyes were there, I had seen it. That also is correct. It had 3 heads. I saw last night. Yes, yes. I saw 2 rabbits were fighting and their horns were broken. This is how we have to celebrate on 12th, the child of a barren woman. On 12th June, we are going to celebrate his birthday. This is how Tatra आज सच, तथा तथा आज सच, तथा उपलभ्यते. However, it is described previously, it is not as that. As described above, is it necessary to pull down castles in the air or to break the horns of a hare or to pluck a flower growing in the sky or to get butter from the milk of a tortoise or oil from stone? Similarly, O Arjuna, there is no reality in this tree. I just told it to give some example. When I said there was a kingdom in the sky, that means you have to say there was no kingdom. It is a story, mind-made story. You have to understand like that. Therefore, why should you entertain any fear as to whether it may be uprooted or not? Its form as such is not perceived by anybody here. It is like a dream or a mirage on an imaginary city in the sky formed by the clouds or caused by a juggler, magician. It appears and disappears. This tree has drishta nashta swarupa, like the mirage. Drishta nashta swarupa. Whatever is seen, it is not seen. Drishta nashta swarupa. The form which is seen was not there, like the water in the mirage. That object which is destroyed when one beholds it is drishta nashta. The moment you have seen it, it is destroyed. Just like the fruit given by the juggler in your hands. He will take out 100 notes from one note and he will give you, go and eat sumptuously and enjoy your sweets and delicious food in the hotel. When you go at the hotel, you see nothing is there in your pocket. It was not a real note. It is gone. Similarly, this tree is just like a mirage. Drishta nashta swarupa. The moment you see it, it is gone. Why this point is brought. You see, in this visible world, whatever we see, it is gone. Because every moment, everything, every condition is changing so rapidly, we are unable to see it. And they give the example of a speedy train. When you are sitting in and going somewhere, you see the side trees, they run behind so fast. Huh? What is the truth? You are running ahead. The trees are not running behind. This is how this, because of the changes. Other example we give sometimes, you see, two trains are passing very fast against each other, and two friends are sitting in both the trains. Will they recognize each other? Why not? They will see the train and they know my friend is sitting there, but they will not see each other. Something is going behind or ahead something. This is how, because of the changes of the nature is nothing but a changing phenomena which is changing so fast, we cannot hold anything. We see something as nothing is changing because it changes so fast, it looks like stable. When the fan rotates very fast, it looks like not rotating at all. We see sometimes the wheel of a car moving so fast. It is not going forward, it is going behind. Sometimes it is just opposite we see. Our eyes are such. Drishta nashta swarupa, like a mirage. That object which is destroyed when one beholds it is called drishta nashta. Nobody has perceived this tree, the end, the origin of the foundation of its of this illusory tree. No one can say that it has arisen from such and such a place or point. That's how it is said, sometimes upward, roots are upward, sometimes downward, sometimes the branches are spread downward, sometimes upward, sometimes somewhere. Anything can be spread, told on this. Sansara or the people tree is inverted inherently. What is this? Inherently deep down, deep rooted. Invertedly deep rooted. You will have no struggle hard to uproot it with its seed or the self-reproducing deep root. Asanga dispassion, freedom from attachment to children, wealth and the world. Dridhena, strong. You will have to cut the tree with a strong axe, which is sharpened again and again, and the whetstone of the practice of meditation, discrimination. Further, your mind should be turned towards the Supreme Being with the strong determination, determination that you can attain eternal bliss only in Him, and that He is the only reality. When you know this tree is unreal, this world tree is unreal, then only you will go for the reality. That's how it is described in this way. The desire for sensual pleasure is Sangha. Sangha means association. Its opposite, dispassion, is Asanga. Asanga Shastrena. Asanga, dispassion or detachment, renunciation of the three kinds of vasanas, desires, asanas, asana means desires, putresana, three kinds, putresana, vittesana and lokesana. Everybody will have desires, and those desires are classified into mainly three categories. One is name and fame, other is of progenies, the caretaker after you, and the third is wealth, vittesana, putresana. You have accumulated so much, who will take care of it afterwards. And lokesana, after I die, where shall I go? I must go to some place where I can enjoy only. So names and forms, fames. It is said, Kirtirjasya sajivati, fame, name and fame. Who has name and fame on this earth plane, he is not dead, he is yet alive. So as long as it is said in our scriptures, as long as the name and fame is there on this earth, you have done some good job here, so that people remember you. You have helped the people so much that for generations they remember you. Just like our Gandhiji, he has gone long ago. Now also, every now and then, his name is in discussion. Oh, Gandhiji did like this, Gandhiji did like that. So his name is yet here. So it is said he must have gone, according to astrology and our philosophy, Gandhiji must have gone to the plane of moon, and there he must be enjoying now. As long as his name is on the earth plane, he will enjoy in the lunar realms. Till then, Kirtirjasya sajivati, one whose fame is there on the earth plane, he is alive here. Alive here means he will enjoy pleasure in the subtle realms in different heavens, according to the nature of the work he has done here. The desire for sensual pleasure is called Sangha. Its opposite, dispassion, is Asanga. Renunciation of three kinds of asanas, desires, which is children, wealth, and the world. Putra, Vitta, and Lokesana is Asanga. One who has no such desires, he is Asanga. Just as the axe cuts the tree, so also dispassion cuts this tree of samsara. Hence, dispassion is termed here as an axe. Cutting the tree of samsara is annihilation of egoism, ignorance, latent tendencies, and renunciation of the fruits of all actions through the practice of dispassion and control of the mind and the senses, etc. Now, having done this, what you will have to do afterwards? Tatah, then what to do? Padam tad parimargitavyam. Now understood what to do, what he said in this sloka. This tree is not there, it is imaginary tree, and that is indicated that this world is not there, world is just imagination, and it is ever changing. So nothing is found, its roots, its beginning, its end, and nothing is found about this world. So you don't have to be terrified. And if at all you have accepted this world to be true, then you have accepted it by through the attachment to so-called desires and fulfilling the desires, all these, whatever you have here or you want to have. Because of this you are attached to this, which is not there. Your children will not live for eternity. They will also die. Their children also will die. How long it will go on? Have you heard the beautiful story of trust property written by Rabindranath Tagore? To some miserly old man was there, and he had kept some gold and other things underground somewhere, and he took his grandson to kill there. After his death he will protect that property. So it is called trust property. And it is narrated so beautifully. And this is said in the olden days, old people, they used to keep gold and other wealth under the ground. In Chanakya, Dhananand, it was shown how Dhananand used to take all those royal property and kept down under the ground in some jungle, and people who were engaged there for hiding it, they were all killed again afterwards, because they will spread out the secret. They were killed. So in this way, in the past, people used to store the property like this. So how long it will remain? How long? And it is also said, after some time, after some long time, that gold and other ornaments or some wealth, whatever you keep down the earth, it will have life in it, and they come out as snakes. And they say, Yaksha. They will take the subtle form of some Yakshas. So many stories are there on this. That means this wealth also will not remain for eternity. Your name also will not remain here for eternity. Someday or other people will forget you. How long you will keep up your name and fame? There is a beautiful story on this, on the king Pradyumna. He performed yajnas, sacrifices, for thousands of years, and so much so the earth will get, it will have a ditch, and he will be unable to conduct yajna there. Again and again he has to change the places. So he brought somewhere from some big tortoise, and on this, on its back, he used to conduct yajnas for thousands of years. And as a result, the flow of blood was made a river of blood. It was called Mahinadi. There is some small river in south called Mahinadi. Its water also red, due to, of course, some other reasons maybe, but it was like this story. And the fellow went to Brahma Lok for long period. He enjoyed there like a king. And when the fame was going down, nobody remembered him on the earth plane. Then Brahma kicked him down, go back to earth and recollect your fame. If at all there is your fame on the earth plane, then only you can come back, or else you have to go to earth plane and again take birth as a human being. So he came down, beautiful story is there, and he tried to collect his name from somewhere, from the long living beings, and he found many long living beings, somewhere 200 years, somewhere 1,000 years, somewhere some 10,000 or 20,000 years old people, or some other animals and birds and like that. And finally, nobody could remember his name, and they all went on searching for longer living beings. And they came to Mansarovar, and they were trying to find out that tortoise who lived for 56 kalpas. And the moment all these group reached there, the tortoise was swimming on the water, and he went down. So these people, all these people, one was long living human being, others were some crows and some crane, some owl, some snake, like that, many kinds of long-living beings. They were a group. One went to the other longer living being. In that way there was a group, and they went to search for still longer living being. So that tortoise was found there. The moment he saw Pradyumna, the king Pradyumna there, he hid himself under the water. So these people shouted, "Oh fellow, why you are afraid of us? You are such a long living being, you must be knowing all the rules and regulations, etiquette. We are your guests, and you, instead of welcoming us, you are hiding yourself. What is this?" So he came out of the water, and from distance he said, "I am afraid of that fellow. He must have come here again to conduct yajnas over my my back. I am afraid of that fellow." So he assured, "No, I have not come for this. I have come here to recollect my fame." The moment he said, "I know this fellow," then the chariot came from Brahmalok for Pradyumna, King Pradyumna. The fame was recollected again. So again he went up. In these stories are there in this way. That means fame is your wealth for enjoying happiness in different realms. But how long? After all, you have to exert all your wealth. How long you can enjoy your money in five-star hotels? One day or other you have to exert your wealth. So this is how all these desires, they are good for nothing. This is called dispassion. One who understands it to its reality, to its depth of meaning, he will be called a man of dispassion. Oh, time is gone. So tomorrow we shall see further. After this, what you have to do. After how to cut this tree which is not there. Huh? How to take those, how to celebrate the birthday of the son of a barren woman. That we shall see tomorrow. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai. Hari Om.